Hello, this is Dr. Sonja, and welcome back to the Wisdom Vault. Have you ever thought about this whole phrase, become a product of your faith? Well, I have. And for the last, I would say 10, 15 years, my whole journey has been based on that. Become a product of your faith. I hear people all the time talking about faith, their spiritual journey, their religion, all of that. But I'm going to challenge that today. I'm going to challenge that because if you are a product of your faith, which means if you say you're a fruit tree, matter of fact, you're an orange tree, guess what we should see? Oranges. If you say you're a lemon tree, guess what we should see? And I mean we as a people that are around you that have the opportunity to be in your space and hear you talk and hear you declare and decree a thing, we should see those things. So when I say become a product of your faith, I'm going to challenge you. Matter of fact, I'm going to dare you to become that if you're not already. And the truth be told, some of the people that are out there, now this is going to hurt. So I got to go ahead and say this. There are a lot of people that are out there that say that they have a particular belief about a thing. Well, if that is the case, we should be able to see it. You shouldn't have to always yell it from the mountaintop. You shouldn't have to walk around with the t-shirt on. You shouldn't have to hit people over the top of the head, but there should be a representation of who you are, even when you walk into a room. Become a product of your faith. Let me explain what I really mean. Some years ago, when I believed that I was too churchy for the world and too spiritual for the church, my thoughts were just different. I asked questions based on what man said and what I was reading biblically, and then I still took it with a grain of salt. No disrespect to anyone of whatever religion or spirituality that you have, but you should be a product of your faith. You know, one of the biggest things that I know in our spiritual journey, that we encounter people who are very judgmental about everything that is happening around them and what it says here and what you're supposed to do here. But those are normally the people that throw the first stone. But if you pull the curtain back, they are definitely not a product of their faith. It is about people walking the walk and talking the talk. Become a product of your faith. If you say that you believe in a higher power and you believe in the universe and you believe in all those things, we should see it in your life, not just with the words that come out of your mouth. And I really am coming to a space and a time, and I know this is just going to be very controversial for some. I'm going to get a lot of comments and all that, and I'm okay for it. If you get ignored or you get blocked, just know, hey, it's not you, it's me. I'll say it that way. But really coming into this place, and I'm so serious about those who really want to become a product of your faith. And so how do you really begin to do that? Number one, be a person of your word. If you say you're going to do a thing, and I know sometimes we forget or we can't carry it out. If you say you're going to meet your girlfriends out for drinks or for dinner, and you're typically the one that's always late, or you call at the last minute and say you can't come, you're not a product of your faith. You're probably not a very good friend either. I'll pause right there because I know that one hurt just a little bit. Becoming a person of your word means just that. People can trust what you say, and when you say it, they know it's going to carry out. And if you can't do it, you're the first one who's like, hey, I can't make it because this, and this. And what you do, you really go about your life dying on the sword. You would rather die on your sword or fall on your sword than take back what you said that you were going to do. Become a product of your faith is a real thing. If you say there's something that you're going to go after, yet again, here you go. You're yelling it to the mountaintop. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to write this book. I'm going to go start working out. And I understand sometimes things change. But becoming a product of your faith is something real. I know when I took this as my mantra for my life, my life changed right before my very eyes. Because what you see now, whether you follow me or you're a new subscriber or whatever the case may be, I didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm just going to be the Dr. Sonja. I'm just going to be the person that women go to learn how to build their business and have a better life and lifestyle. That's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to survive. Thriving was not it. I didn't even know what that was. I needed to survive. Coming from a place and a space where I had a child at a very young age. I was raped and left for dead. I joined the United States military and served for 21 years, 3 combat tours, bombed at, all of that. And thinking I'm not going to make it home to my family. Going through a horrendous divorce that almost took me out. Bankruptcy, lost everything. And being able to sit in front of you today, being very bold, very vulnerable, and very transparent about my life is not a small feat for anyone. And so when I say become a product of your faith, my faith was that I believed in a higher power. For me, it's God. I don't know what it is for you. That's not for me to come and judge on that. I'm just telling you about me and my house. But one thing that I learned along the way, becoming a product of my faith was that I could overcome some things. And I did. It wasn't easy, but I did. Do I still work through it to this day? Absolutely. Because I haven't arrived. I'm not perfect by no means. None of us are. And so that's why I'm very cognizant about passing judgment on other people, because we don't know what's going on in their life. But what we can control is us. What we can control is how we think, how we act, and how we respond. Becoming a product of your faith. We should be able to see, because you said you're an orange tree, we should be able to see oranges. I'm a lemon tree. You're going to see some lemons. You're not going to see apples. You're not going to see pear. You're going to see lemons, because I said I was a lemon tree. I challenge you. Again, I dare you to become a product of your faith. If you say you believe in a higher power, guess what people should see around you? Not just your talk. We want to see your walk, where you stand 10 toes down and say, this is what I believe in. This is who I am. I am going to change only for the better, but not because it satisfies other people. Become a product of your faith. You become a result of what you think about. You become a result of what you see. You become a result of the actions that you take. People won't always believe your words, but they will believe your actions. And what actions are you taking? And hopefully is the actions that are taking you closer to being a product of your faith. This is Dr. Sonja. I'll see you on the next Wisdom Vault.